today we come together on the program of Dhammika Live Dhamma Talk. This program is founded by Venerable Sopheap. I'm very happy to be here, you all, and we also invite four females to come share their experience, to share what they have been learning and what their life gone through the Dhamma. So I would like to introduce you about uh, the fourth speaker. So the first speaker is Sister Romany. Sister Romany Meas is the photographer, and she is also the entrepreneur. She also own her business. She also a team member and organizer at the Glory Buddhist Temple. She lies from Lowell, Massachusetts, United States of America. And the second speaker is Sister Kunmealy, and she is the bookkeeper of Sima Community Care Center. It is a nursing home. She lies from the Washington State of America. And the third the third speaker is Sister Millie Khim or Nathymon Khim. She worked at the Panyasastra University of Cambodia. She worked also advocate on the children moral and character development. She also the founder of Dhamma Talk show program. She also the freelance master of ceremony. She live from Phnom Penh, Cambodia. And the fourth speaker is Sister Sakhan Tim. She worked at Department of Economic of as a social worker for State of Washington. She hold a bachelor degree of Science and Business Administration, Human Relation, and she slides from the State of Washington, USA. So thank you very much for all the speakers that you are come to share your experience today. And we just would like to let you all know that this program, we are just come to share. We are not skillful, we are not professional. So we just share what we have been learning our lives throughout the Dhamma. And we also practice our English because we some of us join the weekend English in Buddhism, and we are come here to share with you all what we have learned. So okay, so we can start with so all the viewer uh, can share with us. You can share your thought, you can leave your message, you can ask a question, and you can also share that what you have you want to your friend to listen about the program also. Okay, so we start with our question to the speaker. So thank you very much that you have come here to share with us. So let me ask for the first question to all the speaker. So the first question is how important of the Dhamma to your life and why? So please start with Sister Romany.
Hi, thank you so much for having me and enable the opportunity for me to share my experience concerning women practicing Dhamma. I am forever grateful for the Dhamma, the change that Dhamma has wrought in my life. And well, first, I want to emphasize that Dhamma is more than important to me. It is vital. It is an indispensable source of food for happiness, for emancipation, to suffering in which I experience everyday life. Dhamma serves me as a navigation to make sure that I continue and always walking in the right path, and especially being a businesswoman, to make sure that I, not exploit the sweats and blood of others for my own benefits and my own profits. And ultimately, in fullness of time, Dhamma serves as a building block to a living and meaningful and purposeful, free of remorse, to live harmoniously within myself and everyone around me, as well as the society as a whole. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for your sharing. So the same question, please, Sister Kunmealy, how the Dhamma is important to you and why?
First of all, I would like to pay homage to the Triple Gem Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha, and pay respectful to all Venerable Sangha. And good morning, everyone. How Buddha is important to my life. I live a long way with Buddhism, and we know that Buddhism teaches us how to be generosity and how to be kindness, how to be wisest. And everyone want it, including me too. And how is I every day I am as a grandma, I'm as a mother, I would impact all the objects. My mind sometimes react to good, bad, upset, temporary happiness, boring, exciting, anger, aversion, jealous, greed, like dislike, hate, love, all of those impact to my mind. And in order to control all those situations, to positive acting, positive thinking to other, including my family, only Dhamma is an important lesson that teach me how to live in a good life, how to be away from suffering. I think that's all for my. Oh, by the way, right now I am living in at home and work from home because of COVID-19, and I'm fine. I'm live home more than 4 months, and I will go out anywhere. That means of studying Buddhism. I'm not sad. I'm not sick. I'm not anxiety. I'm not willing to go this, go that. That's all. I can control myself in the good manner as I am at home. That's all I can share. Thank you.
Thank you, Sister Millie. So the same question, please, Sister Malai Kim. So how the Dharma is important to you and why?
So first of all, I would like to pay my respect to Triple Gems, Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha, and good evening from Cambodia. It's my great honor to be here, and I am really delighted to share about what I've been through, and especially what the importance of Dhamma is to my life. Actually, at first, I thought that Dhamma is for only old people, senior people, grandma, grandpa. But once I started to learn Abhidhamma and I started to know that actually there are many things in our life that we want and sometimes we don't want, it just happen. That's called a worldly condition. So when we understand about Dhamma, it means we understand about our life because life is Dhamma. So when we understand about Dhamma, and I could accept life the way it is, and not craving more than I can help, because it's really important to understand the worldly condition of the Buddha, that no matter how much we want, we cannot always want things and things just happen to us. So the Dhamma is like when we understand Dhamma, we will accept life the way it is. For example, when I want something, but the thing that I want does not happen. Sometimes when I don't want things, but those things happen. For example, I don't want to make bad things or bad events happen or bad luck, but however, it just happened right away, or it happens sometime because we have our own karma from the past life or from the past time, so we cannot escape that. That's why when I understand Dharma, I feel more light. Not I am not enlightened, but I feel I am lighter than before. I'm not heavy because in my package I don't carry those negative thoughts, and I don't have much hatred or anger or driving more. Yes, even now I still have, but once it happened, um, I just put Dhamma to my life, so it helped me a lot. Thank you.
Thank you, Sister Sister Billy. So the second question would ask to the Sister Sakhan Tim, why the Dharma is important to you.
Thank you. First of all, I would like to give my highest respect to pay my homage to the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Sangha. And thank you for Dhammic Life for inviting me to be as a presenter, one of the presenter today. So how important Dhamma is for my life is that to me, it is very important because I learned it's to me because this is the way how I can get my wholesome, pure path. And so to me, it is a path where I can learn freely all about myself and my inner peace and wisdom. So it is all about me and my surrounding. And it all depends on how I feel in that moment. Whether I hear a beautiful music or seeing someone fighting or smells a beautiful rose or eat a very bitter fruit. So how I react upon it, I learn to accept it. That is as it is, and I move on. And so this is where I can truly find the nature of reality taught by the Buddha and as a universal truth. So practicing of his teaching allow me to gain a righteous balance for my life and continue to support the teaching and maintain my daily living in harmony each day. So just for one example, I practice my meditation for at least 15 to 30 minutes each morning before I start my day. So this helped me to condition and train my mind to keep it pure. And then I believe that by training, by training our mind and learn how to observe and aware of our thoughts is very important. And so this helps you to condition and train your mind to keep it pure. And so if we allow ourselves to observe negative thoughts, then we will start thinking in that direction. So therefore, to avoid thoughts, I started to introduce meditation to my daily life and try to cut down those negativity thoughts and start bringing that positive thoughts and
Mute your mic.
and transforming into meta practice so that I can continue to live a decent life. Thank you.
Thank you, Sister Sakhan. Please, Sister Kunmealy, please mute your mic. I just would like the viewer to know that it is the online program. It is a live program of the Dhammika Live Dhamma Santana, and the topic today is women and Dhamma. So thank you very much, all the speakers. I'm really interested the way that you express about the learning and practicing Dhamma. How the the Dhamma is really important to you. Like you can see the thing as really are. You accept the thing. You are not feel heavy. You can balance your life, and all of it is really good for the one who are really learning and practicing Dhamma. So all the listener and all the viewer can also share your thought, and also can share to your friend to listen with you, and to also encourage all of these women to talk about the Dhamma. Okay, so I would like to continue the question. As the woman, it's really hard in the field of Dhamma, because you might face with some not a good word, even not the encourage word. So as a woman, it is a difficult that you have faced in your journey to learn and practicing the Dhamma. So how you overcome it? So let's hear from Sister Romany. Sister Romany, you are here. Please turn
Sorry
on
about
your
that.
mic. Okay, okay.
Thank you so much. The challenge presents in women continues to persist, and it has always been there. And especially as not only a woman myself, but a mother and a wife, also an entrepreneur, I constantly present with numerous responsibilities, and sometimes arduous to prioritize my duties that include having to set a time for self-care. In this case, is practice Dhamma, has become challenged because what expected of me as a woman, a mother, and a wife. Another challenge that I am facing is the underrepresentation of young women and practicing Dhamma in Khmer culture or Khmer society. My predicament, my personal experience is that I am unable to experience the freedom and the acceptance that in a state of normalcy within the Khmer culture and society. It is somehow perceived as though it's unorthodox or unconventional for young women, even at my age, to be devoted practicing Dhamma. Uh, it has been 10 years since I've been practicing Dhamma. And how do I overcome that, the transitioning from, being shy away when people discourage me? Is straight and simple questions is by being selfish, like really literally being selfish, because for me, I believe that when, as long as I'm doing something is wholesome, avoiding evil deeds, it is no longer about considering other what they think of me. Knowing that I'm walking the right path and bring happiness, contentment, and peace. And it is about living my truth. And the foundation of staying in that path is to ally myself with the companions who are walking in the same path and travel the same road to the same destination as I am, is really the key to stay on the path. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Sister Romany. So the same question, the challenge, the difficulty that you might have faced and how you overcome it. So let's hear from Sister Kunmealy.
Hi, my turn again. How is the Buddha? How, as a woman, is there any difficult face for that? Of course. But for me, as I've been as a Buddhist a long way, I kind of forgot what I'm starting with. But anyway, I grew up in Buddhism as a background. I have been fortunate to study Buddhism and do not have any much difficulty or problem studying. but it's still there are some such as in learning Buddhism, there's a little bit of impact my daily life, which may be true for other women, not just for me. Many women are housewives who are go to work, take care of the kids, cooking, cleaning, and so and so. But for me, I able arrange to make possible time for doing things, including learning Buddhism. For me, I can arrange my time, study and listen doing breakfast, cooking, gardening, sewing. All the way, I'm just listen. But I know I do not give the full attention to it, but I listen to the content as a review or what I already have studied, apply this as a question and answer example to apply to my life. For anyhow, we can listen to Dhamma everywhere you want, better than nothing, right? Because we are busy women, we don't have time. And another thing for me, if I have a difficulty in study Abhidhamma, Abhidhamma is part of high teaching in Buddhism, and it needs consumer time to sit and write and understand the word translation from Pali to Khmer. And by the way, I'm not good in Khmer Pali and Romanized Pali. It's kind of difficulty for me, but I can still arrange the time learning in the morning and evening and discussion about the word that I could not understand. But anyhow, for the overcome, the only I can say, I have a strong will, try my best, and put more effort into my practice and study. Thank you.
Thank you, sister. So the same question, the difficulty, the challenge affect with the young lady as like Nathymon. So Nathymon, please share your thought and how you overcome it.
Thank you, Sister Kunthea, for asking this important question. I'm happy to share what I've been through, and my experience is not different from sisters, the speaker here, because as a woman, we have a lot of tasks to complete, like housework and also the work that we do at our workplace. And moreover, since I've been learning Dhamma, I have some difficulty learning Pali language because I've never learned it before, even though our language, Khmer, is combined with the Sanskrit and also Pali language. However, some words it is really new to me, like the word in Abhidhamma. So it's a little bit, yeah, it's quite hard for me because, like Sister Kunmealy already mentioned, that it's a high level of the teaching in Buddhism. So yeah, it's hard for me to learn Abhidhamma. And another one is, yeah, before COVID-19, I learned Abhidhamma at my university, and I started at 8:30 to 10, and I am also worried about the traffic condition here because at night time we're not sure someone is drunk from the party, from the meeting, like the wedding party or something like that. So I am also worried about my security and also safety along the way, as women driving motorbike at night. And also my house is really in a quiet zone. So yeah, it's another challenge for me. And one more thing is, like Sister Romany already mentioned, that so much under reputation, yeah, that we are not motivated by many senior people. Um, Although a lot of old people, they encourage younger generation to practice and learn Dhamma, but once we show it, they seem not to take it. For example, when we learn about Abhidhamma and we want to share it in the funeral, what is our tradition doing that, and we want to share that it means like this, it means like that. It's not traditionally explained by the lay Buddhist. So they seem not to accept our idea because they think we are young. That's why I feel that if we are a little bit more, have more encouragement, that would be better for ladies or women to start learning Dhamma more. To my experience, I love the teachings of Buddha, and especially the 5 precepts, 8 precepts. I practice 5 precepts during normal days, and for 8 precepts, I practice during holy day, Buddhist holy day. So 1 month, I practice only 4 days. However, when as a young woman practice 8 precepts of Buddhism, um, sometime I heard that you're too young to practice. That's for only old people. Why you practice 8 precepts, or you don't want to challenge your life or something like that. But to me, to overcome those negative thoughts or to overcome those words, actually, those are not very negative. That's my feeling, because if they understand how important it is, they would not say like that. So to overcome those, I just tell myself that the way that I am walking is not wrong. I am just different from others, but I am not wrong. That's what I always tell myself. So I keep on learning and practicing the precepts in Buddhism, and also practice the learning what I've learned, and practice every day and every moment, because life is Dhamma and nothing isn't Dhamma. So everything is Dhamma. So when we practice, we yeah, I can understand that it is really helpful to my life. And yeah, to overcome those, I am not angry with others, but I just tell myself that I am going on the right way. And one more thing I want to share is the 4 fundamental of power. In Bali language, we call Atipadator, the 4 Atipadator that is very useful for overcome everything and to achieve. That's the rule to achieve everything that we want. The first one is will or desire to do. Second one is persistent. Third one is intention. And the fourth one is indagation. Those rules that I always practice in my Dharma journey. So when I have a strong will or desire in learning, and because I love the word from Buddha, each word of Buddha, so I have the desire, the will to start and to keep on going and learning and practicing. So yeah, when we understand Dhamma, for the other negative thoughts or other negative words or disencouragement does not impact us, because we have Dhamma as a gate around us. Yeah, we are surrounded by um, lay Buddhists, or we are surrounded by many good people. So why we care about the negative thoughts or negative words? Just keep focusing on what we are doing, and keep focusing on what we want to achieve. So then we will achieve it, like in the Buddha teaching about the 4 fundamental of power. So thank you, sister, for the question.
Okay,
Thank you for
thank you,
listening.
thank you. Thank you very much, Nathymon. So, okay, so let's move to Sister Sakhan. So, what you face, what your difficulty throughout when you are practicing or learning Dhamma. So, please.
Thank you. So, as being a woman, I find it challenging to learn and practice Dhamma because I felt there aren't enough time each day, especially I worked full time and I also have a family that I need to tend to. So, however, I have learned to overcome these struggle. So, one, I set up my alarm clock to wake me up an hour early before everyone else get up. So it's my quiet time. This way, I have my quiet time while meditating. And another way is I fit in more of my Dhamma learning is while I'm driving my car alone, I would listen to Dhamma talk through YouTube, 5000years.org or Facebook, by some of my favorite idols, such as Venerable Cool Sopheap, Venerable San Sochia, Venerable Sok TV, or Teacher Imbraya. So those are the few. I like to listen to them. I also take online class on what the Buddha taught, which is taught by Venerable Sok TV every weekend. And I am enrolled to take Abhidhamma class with Venerable Yon Yi, which will be starting next 2 weeks. So I'm so excited on that one. So ladies, we can fit into our busy schedule and overcome these challenges as long as we have, just like Sister Nathymon Malai said, as long as we have that 4 fundamental, the will, the desire, and the persistence, and the open heart and mind to learn Dhamma. Thank you.
Thank you, sister. Thank you so much. So thank you all the speakers that who share the difficulty as being a wife, a mother, and also the social culture and society that they look who practicing Dhamma is like a selfish. Yes, you have very little time beside the housework, taking care of kids. So you also have spend your time, like to push your time, like to put alarm. It's really interesting that you can overcome that, how to put yourself to learn the Dhamma and to practicing the Dhamma. So and also raise up about how the language is also barrier, like the Bali language, and it is not our own language. So we learn and to understand the word, to understand the meaning. So it's really interesting that you can overcome those by pushing yourself to listen more and more, to find the wise one who provide the Dhamma more accurate, and you can take it to apply to your life. So it's really interesting to hear all of you. Okay, so I move on because time is really so close. And I just would like the listener to know that at the end of the program, we also have a special guest, and also we have a video clip of interview. So you can also enjoy with us next. So go back with our 4 speaker here. I just would like to ask you that who is during the Buddha's time? So please start with Sister Kunmealy.
Hi everyone again. Who is the female role model during the Buddha time and why? As I read some of the history of Agat-savika, and Upasika, who are enlightened ones, Arahati, and the noble ones, Ariya Pukkala, Ariya Pukkul. I hope I pronounce right in Romanized English. I have never thought to be like them because they are so endowed with the absolute wisdom, especially for the knowledge of the extinction of suffering, dukkha. I know it is far from that I can do, but I have been trying my best to study and practice Dhamma by following their good life story. Uh, the 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 female, I mean the Agat Savika that I like is Agat Savika Khema Pikuni. I like her proficiency, who attained arahatship, and Buddha declared her as a great female disciple who is foremost wisdom, panya. I'm very much appreciate of she has fulfilled and accumulate her perfection paramit life after life in paramay. I think I want to pronounce paramay, life after life in the past with the practice of pure life since very young age. She is a very smart woman, and I like to read her story and follow it. How time I have to talk? Oh. Other way, and I like to have I have some stanza that mean Dhamma, Dhamma Bhat, Dhamma Pada. I like some of the stanza that I can take that stanza to apply of our life, like the stanza in the Ottawa and Sirima story. Ottawa, I would like to share the story of her, both of them that who attain and attain a Sotapanna. Ottawa attained Sotapanna in the stream enter, later became Aganami, the non-return one. And her husband, who was a non-believer, became Sotapanna. Sirima is the class courtesan who Ottawa hired for 15 days to entertain her husband to replace Ottawa's wife. Then Ottawa could have time to do whatever meritorious did as she liked. But I want to specify for the action that Sirima get jealous with Ottawa, that is the first wife, and she grabbed the ladle of the oil pure on Ottawa's head. But because of Ottawa compassion, Ottawa aspiration, and say
Sorry,
to
sister, your sound is a bit cut off. Okay, go on, please. Okay,
is
go
it
on, sister.
clear now? Okay. How far? Okay,
Okay, yes.
Yeah, when the Ottawa when Sirima tried to hurt her, then Ottawa always aspiration say with a metta and loving kindness, oh, my friend has done a great service. This world may be narrow and low, but the goodness of my friend is great indeed. Through her help, I have received the privilege of giving alms to the monk and listen to the Dhamma. If I anger and I hate toward her, may this ghee burn me. If not, may it not burn me. I want to say when she used her compassion and love with kindness, the oil that burned, that cook very boiling, turned to cold. That's what the Buddha come out and ask her what happened, Ottawa. And then Ottawa say, I
We
use
cannot
my
hear you
compassion.
clearly, sister.
It's again? Okay, I don't know why. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Are you here now?
Okay.
Cause
Okay. Yes. Okay.
I try to talk loud already, okay? Then my
Continue,
voice is shaking
please.
now. Are you okay now? Yeah. When Sirima
Okay, yes. Go ahead.
when Sirima fell the first time and then go to grab the second time, and then the servants, the maid, tried attack her to prevent don't get hurt to Ottawa, but Ottawa tried to stop all the maid, don't hurt her, and by she have no choice, she jumped herself to protect Serima. Can you imagine how she full of karuna and metta? I think this is the Buddha teaching, and she have a time to ask Uttara go to see the Buddha by forgiveness, because Buddha is her father who brought her out of the suffering. Then that's what Serima have a chance to see the Buddha, and the Buddha asked for forgiveness, and Buddha taught them how the Four Noble Truths. On that time, Uttara became a Anagami, Serima became Sotapanna, and her husband, the Uttara husband, who is the non-believer, became a Sotapanna. And the stanza that they use for that Buddha said, "You are do correctly, Uttara. You just overcome anger by non-anger, conquered evil by goodness, conquered the stingy with gift, conquered liar with truth." This stanza we can apply for daily life. If you want to be nice, to be generous, to be kind, and to be wiser, yes, Buddhism have a lot of stanza that we can learn from. Thank you for interrupt, and I think I'm confusing a lot because of interrupt. Sorry.
Thank you, sister. Thank you, sister Kunmealy. So the same question move to sister Romany. So who is your female role during the Buddha's time, okay, and why?
Thank you so much. I think this is one of the tough topic. There are so many amazing female role models during the Buddha's times, and they all have special qualities that inspired me in many different ways. Who are inspired to be liberated and also have attained the enlightenment. But one in particular woman who I admired for everything she did and has done for the Buddha Sasana is Mahaubasika Visakha, who also popular known as Migaramata, literally means mother. And she was the chief disciple of the Buddha, the chief patron of the Buddha. I think because she was someone who I can resonate with for being aspired to live a noble and happy life without having to ordain or possess in some sort of rank in female Sangha community, and still be able to live a happy life and by practice diligently and diligently and by engaging in supporting the Buddha and the Sangha community as a whole. For this historical fact, it reassures me that for one to enter stream entry, which ultimately attain Nibbana, one does not need to become a Bhikkhuni or a Bhikkhu. There are many different ways that one can go about it upon one's choice. And the Buddha also never really said or explicitly lay out any rules that suggest that the idea, in order for one to be liberated or attain Nibbana, one must, renounces one's possessions or relinquish one's responsibilities or abandons one's family, husband, children, parents, or community as a whole. And therefore, as long as one stay in the middle path, practice diligently, and we are capable to do whatever works for us to attain nibbana. Moreover, I idolize her unwavering volition and devotion to the Buddha and the Dhamma, for her generosity, for her involvement in the support of the female Sangha community. And in addition, I think her intelligence and wisdom, upon the conflicts that she encountered between her and her father-in-law, who at the time were worshipping Asilaka, and which is now is Jainism. I think it's very inspired to see a woman during her time to stood up against what is right and what she believed in. She's my hero, and she's able to not only convinced him, but also steer him to from wrong view into right view, and I think that is revolutionary. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sister. So the same question to sister Nathymon. Please go ahead. Who is your female role model?
Thank you, sister, for the question. Yes, it's really good question. There are many great women through my reading about the biography of those women in Buddha's time. But I will pick one particular person. I really want to raise them all, but for the question, just one. So I will choose, the lady's name, Yasodhara Pompia Devi. She's the wife of the Buddha. I really admire her the best about her love, true love. I remember one birth when they were Keno, when Pompia Devi, when she was born at Keno, and the Buddha was Keno as well. Yeah, Pompia was Kenorai, and at that time, the king named Promatot killed Keno, the Buddha, and Kenorai was Pompia. She did not leave her. She did not leave him. She just stayed there and cried until the god of the heaven feels something is not normal, something strange. So when they started to check out, and they know that because of the true love from Pompia Devi, that make the heaven, or make the god of heaven become so hot inside. That's why they have to come to help them, both of them. And for the history of Pompia, when the Buddha left the royal palace to the jungle to practice Dhamma, to the path to enlighten, she was very sad, but she only wished the best for the Buddha. She did not feel angry or upset because the Buddha left her, as we women, or as in my generation, when I studied in grade 12, so many people said that the Buddha is selfish. He left the son, the parents, and his wife to the jungle and to find happiness only for himself. But for Pompia, she did not feel the same. She only wished the best for Buddha, because she knows that what she knows what the Buddha intent and what the Buddha is doing for the sake of many people's benefit. Even the Buddha went to the jungle to the path to enlighten, she did not change her love from the Buddha. She wished that along the way, the sun is not too hot for him, the wind is not too cold for him, and she wished the route that the Buddha stayed would be as soft as the mattress in the royal palace, and the fruit in the jungle would be as tasty as the food in the royal palace. And she also said that I am sorry to get married to you. I have no intention to interrupt your path to the enlightened. These words are really inspiring. It's a very inspiration words that that we as women should learn from her sacrifice. She does not feel that Buddha left her selfish or does not love her, but she only knows that when the Buddha reached the enlightened state, he will help a lot of people. Yeah, that another one is she wished that when the Buddha Pavana or do meditation, he does not miss her so much that could interrupt his practice. So this is the strongest mind of women that I've heard after her time, after like beside her. I've never heard someone who has so much sacrifice like her. So Kunmealy Devi is the role model for me. Behind the Buddha enlightened, behind the Buddha's success, there is the strongest woman that is called Kunmealy Devi. She's the supporter. Without her, the Buddha cannot fully achieve the 10 paramita. But by helping her, that she helps the Buddha to fully achieve the 10 paramita. Like before the Buddha is born as Sattva Goma, he was I forgot his name. Vaisandal, yes, he was Vaisandal, and even though Vaisandal donate his wife to someone else, but she's not angry. She's only happy to help the Buddha to achieve his 10 paramita. So these kind of sacrifice is the strongest and the best sacrifice that I've seen and I've heard through the women in Dhamma. Yeah, so I will choose Kunmealy Devi as my role model. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sister. So the same question move to sister Sakhan. So who is your role model during Buddha's time?
Thank you. Well, all the women's that everyone talked about is wonderful. So out of the most, I love all those women during the Buddha time, but I'm going to choose. Is it Mahabharata? Is Queen Gotama? Queen Gotama is the foster mother of Buddha. So after the death of her husband, King Suddhodana, she determined to leave home and consequently prayed for the ordinations. She led 500 women from Shakya dynasty and shaved their head and all wear yellow dresses. So they walk their bare feet in a long journey until they reach the Buddha. Their feet was like bleeding because they walk barefoot, and they begged 3 times with the help of Ananda. Finally, he approved her request to become Bhikkhuni Sangha. So talking about a very strong will, a very strong desire, and persistency, and I admire her. And she is one of my heroes. Thank you.
Thank you, Sister Sakhan Tim. Sorry that my internet is a bit interrupted with low signal. Okay, so thank you very much all the speakers who share someone that really inspire you, the female role model. Okay, so thank you that you share with us a story about the Khema Pikoni, a story between Serema and Ottara, who later on become a wise woman, and also Visakha and also Yasotara. So they are really, really a strong woman and who really sacrifice all all that to support the Buddha. And thank you very much all of you to share who you like. So now it's almost 10. So I would like to introduce the viewer all that we need to meet another special guest. She is the executive director from for Cambodian Center for Human Rights. She also the advocate for human rights. She is the one who also owned the Asian Youth Award and also get a prize. She holds a master degree in international peace study from the International University of Japan. So let's see. You are here.
Yes, I'm here, Kunthea. Thank you.
Yeah. So nice to meet you today. So could you please share your thought or share your view how the Buddhism means to you?
Thank you so much. First of all, let me pay my respect to the Triple Gem, the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Sangha, and greeting to everyone, all sisters here as well. I have listened throughout the whole conversation. It's very inspiring, and today it's my great honor to join with all of you to discuss very important topic about women and Dhamma. And I'm very pleased to be here and share how I view, or how I have been gone through the journey toward the Dhamma. So first of all, I have been inspired by the Buddha teaching since young. And at that time, I don't understand much, but I'm inspired in the way that Buddha enlightened us through his experiment. I mean, his own enlightenment. So to me, Buddhism back then when I was young, it's very respectful philosophy. So I would claim myself back then as a young, as a Buddhism philosophy believer. I would not even obsess in the religion, whatever, but I respect his philosophy, his teaching. And however, within this few years, I come to learn more, try to understand more, in depth of the Buddha teaching. And I come across through the Vipassana as well. So I'm a learner and I'm also Vipassana practitioner, by learning and I keep practicing meditation on a daily basis. So within this few years, it inspired me a lot, with the in-depth understanding, not just from the surface, but through our own practice. I start to understand better, especially the concept of impermanent. I mean, nothing permanent, like everything is changing. We heard all these words before as well. Everything is anicca, like it's not permanent. It's not stay forever. But we understand from the substance, from the word itself. So when we start to practice it on our own, we start to realize what impermanent really means and how ignorant have kept us to in the cycle of suffering, or the dukkha. So I learned through practice, and that have inspired me, and it changed my perspective on a daily basis now. I see the world differently than before. I start to understand better inside me, and how I can reflect back, and how I would respond back to the outside. So to me, Dhamma have a really meaningful and inspiring way, and the noble eightfold path. It is the way forward that I'm really inspired, and that is the pathway that the Buddha have been enlightened, and he have kindly, with his great compassion, share to everyone. And I think all of us can be liberated if we can walk through the pathway. And with that, I before I said that I'm a philosophy believer, Buddhism philosophy believer, but now I can declare myself, and I confess as well, that I become a Buddhist. So I would like to share how Dhamma have changed the way I am today. Thank you.
Thank you, Sister Sopheap. I'm really interested with what you said, that you are become a real Buddhist. Before that, you cannot declare with your two people that you are Buddhist. So now you become that. So congratulations. Okay, it's really interesting for our special guest, and who is really active role in human rights, and she also understand about how the Buddha is changing her perspective, to know more about how what is going on about the impermanent, and also the practice the Dhamma, and feel really enjoy with the way of the Buddha's teaching. Okay, thank you very much, sister. Okay, so it's really quite so close. We have very little time. So last word from speaker. So what you want to say? Please give the last message. Please, only 30 seconds each. Thank you. Sorry, I don't call your name. Okay, so the message that you will deliver, like you want to say to the young generation who also would like to know and learn about Dhamma. So start with Sister Nathymon, please.
Thank you. I'm the first one now. So my last message to all people, all generations, senior, younger, and the same generation, is that learning, practicing Dhamma is not only for senior people. It's all for human being. When we are human, when we are able to learn to practice, we should learn. And for me, I must learn. And another one that I another message that I want to share is what you take care of, it will take care of you. So if we take care of good things by following the teaching of Buddha, we practice the good Dhamma, wholesome action, then those wholesome action, wholesome words and wholesome thought will follow us like the shadow follow us. So just keep doing the good things, and if you are able to practice and learn, please learn the teaching of Buddha. Thank you.
Thank you, sister. Okay, so question referred to Sister Sakhan. So your last message to the young generation that you would like them to know about the Dhamma. So what you said to them?
Thank you. I would like to encourage all of our younger generation to make time for yourself in this busy world. I know that during the COVID-19 is very stressful. So my word is that learn to take control of yourself. Focus on metta by doing good things, which is the best practice for our moralities on the world, on this earth, and let go of your ego so you can find that ultimate inner peace. Thank you.
Thank you, sister. So let's hear from Sister Romany. So would you like to share or encourage the younger generation to pay attention on the Dhamma?
Hi, yes. My message is to develop a strong will and to brave enough to believe in yourself that as long as you are doing the right thing and wholesome thing and not harming others, continue to do that, despite many other may scorn you. But even just one good person, the wise, praised you, do that. And it's important to recognize that not everybody is going to agree with what you do. Therefore, if it feels good in your heart and if it's the right thing to do, do it. Be selfish. Thank you.
Thank you, sister. So the last one, Sister Kunmealy. So as the elder woman in Dhamma, so what message would you like to share to the younger generation? Please go ahead, sister.
Okay, thank you. I may be the oldest one in this group. I do not know how to say, I don't know how to persuade. Besides practice myself and learn Dhamma. My son, my niece, my nephew, my friend, my family, they know I'm practicing Buddhism and learning Dhamma. And they can watch me, look at me as the model, as the role model. If they like it, they can go for it. If they don't like it, I don't know, based on their judgment. But anyway, I can tell, I can share some based on my experience. If you try other religion, you try under strategy, and still not satisfied for your life, the only way that you can go, the right way is Buddhism. You know why? The Buddhism teach you how to be kindness, how to be wisest, how to be generosity, how to be friendly, how to be less stressed and relaxed. You can have time for yourself by meditation. You can be friendly with everybody, everyone around you by generosity. Generosity not mean that just donation, money. You can donation your time. You can donation your teaching. You can donation your hand, your food to help in the community. Whoever suffering, whoever have a difficult time. These are called generation. Besides that, if you want to know is Buddhism is the right thing for you, you can just which one sentence, which one stanza or verses, and analyze the meaning of the stanza and apply to your life. If it's good and work for you, go for it. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you all, sister who share your thought. And it's really good to know that the younger generation who can also get such an advice. It's really good that keep be kind, generous to avoid unwholesome deed and develop more wholesome and stay with a strong will. So it's really interesting for your advice. So the program is really go to an end. So thank you very much for all venerable and all devotees that who really enjoy and join our program. So our last video clip, we also have video clip with Nun Suchitra. She is the Buddhist Cambodian nun. She study and practicing Dhamma at the Vipassana Dura of Cambodia, Oudong, and she is also traveling to Myanmar, to Thailand for learning and practicing Dhamma. So let's hear from her. So I would like to say goodbye and good night, everyone. I'm really delighted for all of you to join with us and spend your time and share your thought. It's really good for us. And hopefully the viewer can also get the idea and also enjoy with your, may you all happy and liberated. Thank you.
So, could you please tell me about yourself?
Yes, my name is Suchitra and it is my Dhamma name. We can translate to Khmer also mean Jala'o. And now I'm 24 years old.
So, how long have you been to be a nun?
It's nearly 1 year.
Okay, so we can celebrate the 1 year anniversary of being a nun, right? Okay, so congratulations to you.
Okay.
Yeah. So why? Because you are look so young, and why you are interested in the Dhamma?
Yes, it started from when I was 20 years old. I started read Dhamma book and also listen to the Dhamma talk. And I got the download book from the Microsoft Dhamma book from Venerable San Suchitra, and I read about the Four Noble Truths, and it's interesting me so much. Like the first one is the truth of the offering, and the second is the cause of offering, and the third is the end of the suffering, and the fourth one is the path or the ways leading to the end of suffering. And he also writes another book also, and the title of the book is also interests me too. Like Chỉ Bật Bất Trạch Can Thor. And then I start to search his name on the Facebook and also the YouTube, and I keep listening more Dhamma talk. And I found out that Dhamma really like inspired me or really helped me a lot through my difficulty in life. And he also motivated me to keep more learning. I'm the one that's so lazy also. Like I just go to study, and then when I go back home, I help my mama. I do nothing. But when I listen more Dhamma, I can learn more about Dhammas or read another book also. I'm the one who lazy to read the book also before, and now I'm like reading or more, keep myself learning.
Okay.
And I want to share you about my experience that how I challenge me with my negativity or with my restless mind or my anger or my hatred. And before I'm the one that who really frustrate or anger so much, or I cannot forgive other if someone do it wrong to me and it's so serious. I never let go of my like of the other faults or other problem, and I never let go of my past or my problem, and is to attach to the problem or to the to all my problem or another problem also. And I learn to let go of the problem or negativity by learning more Dhamma or practice meditation. And I can forgive others by listen more Dhamma talk, and I cultivate the loving kindness, and I can forgive others easily more than ever than
Okay, so it's really interesting to know that the Dhamma help your life. So what is your challenge regarding to your family? So your family is allow you to be a nun, and what they are feeling about you?
My mom raised me with good education. Right? She bring me to school until university, like that, and she hopefully that I'm the one that can get the good job like others did in like life or marriage or like that. But I found out myself that I have a lot of problems with like negative mind, and when I started meditate when I was in 22 years, and I found out myself the mind is too restless, and the outside problem is have no at all, like the family, the financial, the education, or I have no break up with, like mentally break up or down by mentally it is no at all. So the problem from outside is no, but my mind always keep me have the problem that. So it like thinking overwhelming, restless or too much, and I cannot eliminate it at all. I can help myself, and everybody can help me at all also. Like I'm the one that used to be angry so much, and my friend tried to help me buy another book also, but cannot. It's the angers or the restless is still in my mind, and
yes, it's really interesting to know that you found out yourself, and then you find a way to treat yourself.
Yes,
yeah,
that way.
Really good.
And then I start ask my mom to go meditate. Like it's the long retreat at the monastery or at the center at Battambang like that. So it's quite long retreat. And then I start to recognize that I'm more happy, I'm more calm, that I have the stable mind than ever before, and I less angers, and I learn from the Dhamma that I can do good by physically, mentally, or you can support others by your good speech, or you're not hurt others by your own action, or you're not hurt others by your own words or your own mind like that.
Okay. So thank you very much. So what is your future plan? So what is you going to do in the next plan?
Hopefully that I can still be a nun, because I can have a lot of time to have myself more learning about Dhamma or keep practice meditation like that, and hopefully to help others to know about how important Dhamma in your life, because it's really, really important to your life. If you have the right consideration, or you have the right attention, you will have that there's no suffering at all in your life, because it creates from your own mind, from your mind lead you to be suffer, to be bad, to judge those bad or go like that. So it helps you a lot to be right, to do it right. So there's no more bad consequences to you, and there's no more suffering.
Okay. So what is your last message to the audience? Because we also share this video clip to the Dhammica Live Dhamma Talk. So what is your last message that you want the audience to know, that what should they be aware of, bear in mind?
Yes. So I want to share to all listeners that if you have the discipline in your life, like disciplined mind, the Buddha also raised about this, but also disciplined mind will bring happiness to life. So you have to cut down all the useless action, but you have to right understanding to what is right, what is wrong, what is good, what is useful, what is useless to you. So you eliminate what is wrong to you, what is useless to you. So you try to move on what the right. So there's no more pains to you.
Okay, thank you, Nan Suchitra. Thank you very much for your sharing your experience regarding to the Dhamma learning and practicing, and may you be happy and liberated. So thank you very much.